Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Cancer, we are getting messages from the Oakman in this series of the Zodiac, and it's going to be about the end of a 5-year cycle, is what I was told. The end of a 5-year cycle, and it's like seeing each zodiac sign walking out of the forest, walking out of a dark forest, and so there's also a channeled message for you. That is interesting. So I'm going to do the channeled message and then we're going to do like the cards and see what you have. So, okay. This is an interesting, I don't know if this is like a poem or what if this is. It kind of gives me the feeling of an energy that you've been alchemizing while you've been in the forest. So when you were in a world of people who loved you, but they didn't really know you. People who knew you, but never really needed you. The forest has built you up to break you down? No, the world built you up and the forest has broken that down. The weather is changing and you're sprouting up to build yourself as was intended. What sounds like a scripture? The scripture of Cancer. So I'm going to read that again. When you were in a world of people who loved you, but they didn't really know you. People who knew you, but never really needed you. The forest has built you up to break you down. Larry's in a gift bag. No. The world built you up and the forest has broken that down. The weather is changing. You're sprouting up to build yourself as was intended. It's very interesting. So that's your message, your channeled message. So as it was shown, well, everybody except Gemini is a little bit different. I guess somebody's got to be. So each one of the signs, it's almost like there's a fairy energy that's kind of escorting you and walking you out of the forest. So that's what we're going to do here. The Oakmen, they're in charge of the forest. They're here. They're giving us the messages. Okay, so let's see. What is this energy that escorts Cancer out of the forest? The fairy energy that escorts Cancer out of some type of 5-year cycle. The singer of healing. This is about giving and receiving, body, mind, and spirit. The underline is the green woman. Interesting. You have this blank card is bopping around today. It was in a collective reading I did, and then it was like a mischievous energy kind of hanging out with Gemini. And you have it as an underline here, but it's kind of like an energy that's behind you. So there may have been a period of time where it felt like there wasn't much guidance, or you may have felt like you were walking through some type of darkness without any assistance spiritually or physically. The green woman is really, honestly though, it's about the abundance and recognizing the abundance within ourselves. And still having the sense of humor and being sassy. The cat playing in the tissue and somebody's got some serious spring fever. Yeah. What are you doing to that, Larry? We're going to go into the book, Cancer. Number 10, you have a singer, which are like aces to me in this deck. They're like aces, they're new energy. Healing the body, mind, and spirit. This is the healer's card, And its presence in a reading may speak of healing to be given or of healing to be received. The circumstances and processes of reaching well-being may seem easy or they may bring great challenges. In either case, we are asked to participate in our own healing as we are strengthened by the singer. More usually, the singer speaks of both giving and receiving because we cannot truly and freely give without receiving as well. Healing is something that flows through us, not from us, and as such, we are inevitably affected by its passage. Drawing this card tells us of both a need and an opportunity for healing ourselves and perhaps others as well. As Warren, one of my teachers, said, healing is not something you do, it's something you are. I think I put it in cinematic just for fun. I don't know why I did that. Cinematic. So, almost like every step you take, you're healing. And then I feel like though I'm seeing you walking barefoot. I'm seeing you walking barefoot, and every step that you take is healing you. And it's like your presence and your connection with the earth is healing the earth. There's something very unified in your energy right now. Seeing these images. So do you see this image in here? It looks to me like this is somebody's head back here, and then these are their forearms and their hands, and it's like they're holding this beautiful, it's kind of like an explosive vessel of healing. Actually, yeah, like this back here looks like their shoulders and their arms, but they're holding this in front of them. Healing, I mean, it's very obvious, has been the biggest part of what's been going on for you. And perhaps there is some sort of clarification for you that whatever you've been going through in the forest, in the dark forest, over a 5-year period of time here, it's not been about breaking you down so much as it's been breaking down what the world falsely built of you. And now you are sprouting up. You're kind of, I want to say, it's almost like, to me, this is feeling like the Holy Grail. Like, it's like the chalice of all chalices. But what did it say, though? It makes sense because this healing energy works through us, not from us. So you drink from it, and you give from it. Let's see what the wild unknown energy has to say. Yours is funny. Yours feels very sort of clear, and Gemini's was like crazy. You have like 3. You have the lion, the fox, and the cobra. These are feeling like, okay, like maybe areas of yourself that you have been healing, that you have been working on. I'm hearing like your pride, your dignity, your courage, your strength, your patience, your resourcefulness, your focus, your ability to protect yourself. You've kind of been like perfecting yourself on a very deep level here, Cancer. Ooh, I love that. You have the cosmic egg at the bottom. So that's got the feeling, right? Like that there's something that that's being It's almost like it exists. It just exists at this point as a thought, as an idea, as a hope, as a dream, as a wish that you have. But yet the possibility of it is occurring. It's totally, yes, 100% this can happen, because it's like you're connecting with the possibility of something that is true for you. And in that connection, each step is like each step you take, Cancer, you get closer to this coming and becoming something real, like the golden egg, an opportunity. I want to call you probably the largest alchemist in the forest. I can't get over how much this is just looking like a person holding this. Before it never looked like that so much. And it's like their head is bent down a bit. And the light, see, it almost looks like their head is bent down. There's the forehead, the tip of the nose. You know what I'm saying? Giving and receiving of your body, mind, and spirit. I feel like you've been processing how you give and receive of your body, mind, and your spirit. So I'm looking at the reverse on this. This is one of the cards where I've started kind of like writing stuff on some of these cards. I'm only about 10 cards in to like a 60 card deck. But anyways, I'm wondering if this is kind of like the energy you had before you walked into the forest. Illness, body, mind, and spirit. What feelings and beliefs are you holding on to that keep wounds open? It's like you went into the forest to actually treat the wounds within yourself from the inside out and heal. And you're really coming across as the biggest healing energy. Biggest healing and alchemizing. 7 of Cups is under the Lion. The Death card is under the Fox. The Cobra is under the Empress. This is like showing, I feel like this is like showing grace and courage in perhaps confusing times, periods of illusion, developing grace and courage. The Fox and the Death card. That was the resourcefulness energy that I was picking up. So being resourceful through some type of ending. You know, you've all been through different types of endings. I feel like if this reading is going to resonate for you. And there's definitely a ton of healing that's taken place here. And the other thing, like to hear resourcefulness with this, it's to think about like, what do all these elements, how can they be used? How can we use all of the elements of what's left of the decomposed bird to benefit us? So maybe it's even finding the purpose in what it is that's hurt you, how you've come through it, what you've alchemized. That's being resourceful. I mean, honestly, you could just say it's like turning lemons into lemonade if you want to make it really simple. The Cobra and the Empress. This is an intense focus. Oh, to finally see the tree amongst the forest. It's to finally see the tree amongst the forest. That's fascinating. So it's like as you're coming out of the forest, you come into a clearing and there's a tree, like there's a single tree. For some of you, this is the symbol of achieving kind of like a divine feminine energy. Stability, nurturance, abundance, clarity of mind, quick thinking, courageous. I kind of want to say, well, it's changing your focus, right? Because there's intense focus and courage here, but there's illusions, there's so many possibilities. What could really be the right thing? And then the cobra. When I look at this cobra, to me, the cobra like reminds me of somebody who's lifted up a lid for a basket. And the cobra's like just one-on-one. But right, and there's just one tree here. There's the focus. You're finding a point of focus as you come out of the forest. And literally, the forest to me feels like everything that wasn't for you. But through that journey, you understand what is. But it doesn't feel like it's just as simple as that. It's like understanding who you are makes you understand what is for you. My, wow. That would be a change of fortune. These are amazing underlying cards. Okay, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, the World, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and then the Mother of Cups. This is a journey, a big journey. There's a lot of circles in the cards that are presented here, right? Like even just these three right here. All of this circular energy. I was getting like a labyrinth in some of the other readings where it's not so much that we enter this forest from the south and then we exit it from the north. We enter it and then we enter a labyrinth. And through the labyrinth is a period of growth, learning, alchemizing, development. Yours is big with healing, huge. The labyrinth signifies here, the forest is a change of situation and circumstance for you, and perhaps even becoming independent from certain choices that you've made. But even in some type of independence here, you truly understand who and what it is that you love. When there is nothing around you to influence how you feel, then you know how you feel. That's curious. I wonder if some of you could have a placement that affects, understanding how you feel based on how other people feel. Maybe some of you are very empathic and you pick up other people's feelings. That could be something here that you've alchemized. The Cobra and the Empress. I just heard love always knows the way. So I feel like some of you have healed it's interesting, an internal guidance system here that's based on love and emotions and your feelings. Wow, y'all got Judgment. You got the King of Wands, you got Justice, and you got the Two of Cups. I think I said the Cobra and the Empress. I don't know why I jumped over there, but yeah. Wow, it is both. Look at the symbol of the snake. I think you guys are going into a period here where you're going to understand the significance of your value. And in understanding your value, you understand. I kind of want to say the choice. There's a choice here. There's definitely a choice. And it might be a choice that you closed off or walked away from at some point. Or the freedom to make a choice. It just feels like there's something here about the freedom to make a choice. And that's interesting, right? The forest has built you up to break you down. No, the world built you up and the forest has broken that down. You have truly discovered who you are. It's like she started off with the Lion and the Seven of Cups. The Magician. You may have even, some of you may have been doing like some type of manifestation practice. And you may have manifested exactly what you wanted and a lot more. But not knowing who you were, understanding your true value and worth, and maybe even your own navigation system being affected somehow by past life trauma. I don't know, I felt like I just channeled that, so I felt very specific. It's, you start to understand yourself, to understand your choices, and that there really truly is only one true choice for you. The Fox and the Death card. The Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is how your underline started. It does feel like there's been an awful lot of karmic threads that have needed unraveling here. And there's the cup, right? There's the cup. Within you. The Holy Grail, the chalice. Accessing something more than yourself. But realizing you're part of the whole. And the Five of Swords is at the bottom. It's almost like two parts of yourself that at one point became detached. A part of yourself that became detached. And I do feel like there's healing this. All right. That's what I have. That's what the Oakmen are here to talk to you about as you depart from the dark forest, Cancer. I'm going to do another channeled message in the extended, and I'm going to pick up all these cards, and I'm going to do just a free, clear, open message from the Oakmen as well. And it can be something from the past, present, or future, or it can even just be wise words of wisdom. Now, I do get like context about what I'm going to channel for you in the extended. I don't know yet. I have to sit down and do that. I do that after I do this reading. All I have for you is 333. That's all I got for you is the number 333. 369. 333. So I don't know what that's about. It could be anything, to be quite honest, I guess. It could be a date. Might be an age. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.